Hi, this is Heather Keith. I'm from Keith Family Law, and I just wanted to take another divorce moment to talk about. Earlier I discussed what was included in base child support, but then a lot of my clients will say, okay, well, if we know it's involved in base child support, which is food, clothing, and shelter essentially, and some insurances, what's outside of child support? What would be considered outside of child support? What doesn't my child support cover? So now we're talking about, well, obviously college is something that child support doesn't cover. And that can seem pretty obvious, but there are other things that child support also does not cover. So for example, your basic child support covers $250 per year per child for unreimbursed medical expenses, which means your medical expenses for the child after insurance is paid, your co-pays, your expenses that you have to pay out of pocket. Those are not covered by child support, and they have to be split usually as per the income shares, which is line 7 of the child support guidelines. So say it's 57-43, you're responsible for 43% of the expenses, and your spouse or your other parent is responsible for 57% of these expenses, and that's how those extra expenses get divvied up. Now this also includes extracurricular expenses. So say your son is on an away travel softball team and you have lots of expenses having to do with that. That is not included in base child support, and that is something that needs to be negotiated. And again, normally the solution, one solution that I see a lot is to go by the line 7, which is the income shares again. So this would be again a 57-43 split, for example. And anything that is just not covered under base child support will be shared in that way. So that's a question that I get a lot from my clients. So this is Heather Keith from Keith Family Law with another divorce moment.